All right. So here we go. Playoffs. We made it to the divisional round. Let me turn this down a little bit. Echoing. Echoing. All right. So in the divisional round, Jaguars. That was finish team like a. All right. So here we go. Playoffs. We made it to the divisional round. March. We in the I feel like All right. Might have. All right. I'll just. All right. Yeah. All right. Everybody.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Brooklyn Barons and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. From the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
That's because we already tired. We gonna go like this.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
And he's got this down to the 35. 47 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pagon. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on second down. Pagan toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And it's a fumble. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A give running right is Chubb. There's a nice move. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Sly able to put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pagan. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now receiver in motion left. They'll give it to him again.
He got in there.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Let's go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run forward Barkley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Play action. It's Jackson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We get.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. They'll get this down to the 38.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Amari Barno able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Looking to throw on second down. Pagan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Pagan looking left side. He's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. On 1st and 10, Pagan.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Off the play fake. Pagan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Pagan eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action with Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. Room here to run. 117 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Simi Fehoko. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Pagon. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Barons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
We just need to stop. We just need to stop.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, Ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Jackson finds his running back, James Conner. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Godwin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jags are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60
Looking to throw. Pagon. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Rashaan Evans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Pagon going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as they'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.
real quick. Let me see how I'm talking about. 5 interceptions. That's about right. Not really, but we'll take it. We'll take it. He ain't got no stats like that for real. You're a low 70. Oh yeah. Again, just a little. But now, I really want to be honest. This is what I'm waiting on the draft. As of right now, like I got 12th and the 20th pick. I'm gonna see if I can make it. Then we got 2 second rounders, third, fourth, 1-6 and 1-7. Yeah, the features right. And then let's look at our quarterback one. I don't know, they finna get that game on. Yeah. $73 bro. We'll just say low 80s, put it deep. Low 80s, mid, and short, and aware, and throw on the run. So he did. Being the star. Yeah. He almost 74. Didn't know how the draft go. He could be our starter. But that's a decent. Right? 1,500 touchdowns. Got sacked a lot, 21 times. But that fun would have hurt. 36. Yo, running too much with him. You know he was fragile. 3 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, I'm kind of ready for the next season. But I'm these receivers that can catch. 98 catching, dropping it. Crazy. I'm not understanding that part. Game. The whole season. 5 catches, 8 yards, 2 downs. I think he had more. I think it would have been a totally different game if half my team wasn't tired. I wanted that extra XP. So you live and you live. No excuse. All right, so we made it to the divisional round. Hey, so now we got some stuff that we need to work on. So time for us to get. So I appreciate everybody that came. For everybody that's still watching. But yeah, and close this one out. Go ahead. Later on. Yeah, I don't know. I might jump on some. My boy Eddie just got on something to see what he jump on. Might be back on here playing something else. Probably Battlefield. Probably do. But all right. Till next time.